In this country, the Department of Transportation is pushing new measures to recruit more truck drivers. The American Trucking Association says the U.S. needs another 80,000 truckers. The shortage has worsened the supply chain crisis. And first on CBS Mornings, Errol Barnett spoke with Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg about this. Errol, good morning to you.
Hey there, good morning. You know, we can thank truck drivers like the one you see behind me for moving 72% of goods throughout the country every day. But the industry is approaching a breaking point. Retention rates are very low. The driver supply is also rapidly dwindling. And that's why Transportation Secretary Buttigieg tells CBS News he is making retaining drivers and keeping them, incentivizing them to stay on the road, a top priority. Empty store shelves signal a supply chain in crisis, exacerbated by a shortage of truck drivers. What is your reaction to seeing grocery store shelves bare? Were you shocked by that?
Oh, I'm very concerned about this, and it reflects the fact that as long as we go through phase after phase of this pandemic, we're seeing disruptions in supply.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg spoke to CBS News as his agency announces new efforts to bolster the number of truckers as part of the Biden administration's pledge to fix the supply chain. Announcing Thursday more than $32 million for states to improve the commercial driver's licensing process, over 100 companies committing to expand trucking apprenticeship programs, and a task force to investigate predatory truck leasing.
We've got to recruit more people into the job, and we've got to keep them there.
Drivers have been fleeing in droves, with yearly turnover hitting 90% in parts of the trucking industry.
And if the wheels aren't rolling, these guys aren't making any money.
Mickey Weaver's company connects trucking applicants with employers. Not only are there too few job seekers, he says, once they see how much time in the truck is unpaid, many quit.
I had seen a guy just this morning. He'd been sitting there for 3 to 4 hours, just sitting there, just waiting to get his truck loaded, and he's not making any money.
You're basically paying the company for the privilege of picking up a load.
Patrick Penfield is a professor of supply chain practice at Syracuse University and believes better pay structures would fix backlogs.
But until you do that, these poor truckers are kind of at the mercy of these ports and these other destinations where they have to wait.
Secretary Buttigieg says that's one idea they are studying.
We need to look at these compensation issues if we really want to solve long-term challenges in trucking in the U.S.
Now, the administration's new effort also includes 2 studies of what's called detention time. That's the label for when drivers are on the job but not being paid. The pay-per-mile plan effectively encourages drivers to move extra long distances, often to the point of their own exhaustion. It is not an easy job.
They sound like they need to be addressed, Errol. Truckers are the lifeblood for all Americans. Thank you very much, as always. Appreciate it.